I want everything.
All right, we are recording.
All right. So what we're gonna talk about today first, we're gonna talk about Justice League Dark Apokolips War. Boy, big dog here. Got to my right. Freddie, what you going by? You going by?
It's Freddie, bro. I'm good.
Freddie. Below, we got Angelo. And to the north and south, what is it called? Southeast? Southeast. I'm definitely gonna say southeast. Got Cuz over there. So let's go dive into what y'all think about the overall thoughts of the movie.
So I won't lie. Like I think it's like the first 5 or 10 minutes, right? Like Superman going through the plan, and I immediately got feelings of Infinity War, right? When Thanos knew in, and I was like, oh, like they screwed. Like I don't. he's seeing everything. So like, the movie was great. Like I'm going to go as far as to say, and y'all, I know you're probably gonna disagree with me. That's one of my top 3 superhero films. Like that thing was great.
I'm gonna say I don't know if I'm gonna say top. I definitely think it's top 5 in DC animated films, 100%.
I think it breaks top 10 for me. Top 10 superhero films, more than likely, just because of the fact that for me, let me put it like this: it wasn't the Superman I normally know. It wasn't the Batman I normally know. I love Etrigan. I love Damian. Damian now, instead of being number 2 on my Robin list, is number 1. So a lot of brownie points just because of this movie. And the fight scenes by themselves, man. Like, just going back to the first 5 minutes. Like, even before they showed Darkseid, I was like, Superman's acting irrational. What's wrong with him?
Right. So as a Superman fan, like that's probably one of my biggest issues. Like he had the first to get better against Darkseid almost, it seemed like he was like, nope, we're going to war, like we got to fight, like there are no ifs, ands, or buts. So like I feel like maybe we forgot something from like the previous movies that were tied to this, like did something that we forgot about.
He died. Like he died. He can't, like, in his mind is like, yo, I can't like do what I did last time, because last time a whole bunch of people got hurt.
It's after Apokolips. Superman's been dead and came back.
Yeah.
Darkseid killed him. Darkseid killed him.
No, Doomsday killed him.
With Doomsday. Yeah, but Darkseid made him.
Yeah, but you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's like had time to like think like, oh, somebody is gonna come invade Earth. I don't have time to like think about this. Like, we have to get to this guy now and get this over with. And we've seen him before. We know how big of a threat he is. Like, we can't take the chance on like these people can't defend themselves. We can. Let's go straight into action. And I really enjoyed DC animated Superman. Like everything they've done with Superman. I've never been an advocate of Superman, but every time I see him in one of these animated movies, I love him more and more, and I kind of hate it.
He was real good. What did y'all think about the Paradoom, right? Like throwing Doomsday into the Parademon.
Here's my thing. Here's my only thing about that, and I like it, but they can't possibly be as strong as Doomsday.
Of course not. No.
Because only thing Darkseid had to see was 5 of them, and that would have took care of everything he needed. Right. Okay. Right. The fact that you have a whole bunch of them is like, okay, it's kind of overkill, but like, I get they nerfed them a bit. I think they probably
had to, but they compensated with numbers.
The Justice League, like, decimated them. Like, I don't think we've ever seen the Justice League take an L like that. Not to that degree.
Not in anything besides comics. Not in anything besides comics.
And the fact, another thing I gotta say is they gave us 3 different this is surprising as hell. I'm still talking about Superman. They gave us 3 different Superman. They gave us Kryptonite Superman, regular Superman, and Trigon Superman, which I never in my wildest.
Didn't see that coming.
Didn't see it coming.
I didn't see Trigon shoot. I mean, I'm not surprised because it's like if you got a body to pick of all those bodies, like I'm jumping. It makes sense. Before we pivot off Superman, I want to get y'all's thoughts because I think it's very classic in movies of any genre, right? Whether superhero or not. Right when Lois died, I was expecting kind of my Bulma reaction.
No, I agree. There was something wrong there. There was something wrong. Like I feel like it was out of character.
No.
I'm not gonna say it's out of character. We didn't get it. Like I mean, because think about in Injustice, right? When Joker killed, this dude takes over the universe basically. When Joker killed, so Lois died. Darkseid didn't kill her, but he died. But she died because of Darkseid. Like I expected him to go like Ultra Instinct into Darkseid and just wreck it.
Listen, here's what I like the movie that the movie did is because, and that's always been one of my big issues with Superman. It's like this guy just too overpowered, and so even when she died and he started whooping Darkseid ass, putting his thumb in his eyes and everything, Darkseid still stayed in the fight and like was legit still like it was going toe to toe because there was a time you saw Superman whooping his ass and he'd go off. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, okay, Superman just out beating up Darkseid, but they come back in the frame, and this was like an even fight.
Right.
I'm like, oh, and even at that point, he grabbed Superman by the neck, like, Kryptonian, you're doing you're faring a lot better than I expected you would. I'm like, because like Darkseid, as much as we gotta just remember, Superman is like probably the strongest DC characters, but like when you got a film like this, you got Darkseid as DC's big bad. There's nobody. I mean, there are probably other people with abilities who are stronger than Darkseid, but like Darkseid is DC's top tier, along with like Trigon, which we get to see. But like, I don't want him to just be beat up by one guy. I want him to take a team effort, or not even being beaten at all. And that's them going in that route. I think works a lot.
I thought that was great. And another thing I admire, as much as I like Superman, it is nice to see him from time to time like brought down, right? Like whoever came up with the idea of Darkseid putting liquid kryptonite in him, because I think that it like let walk around the world or the universe, the galaxy as a symbol of like I took down your greatest hero, and now I'm giving him back to you in his weakest state. Mess with me, like that was a. Because I saw him with the green eyes, I'm like, what is wrong with him? I was like, this dude put liquid kryptonite in.
Tattooed him.
I'm just like that's pretty next. So with Superman, as we got some Batman fans here, like how did y'all feel about Batman's role?
That's accurate. If Batman turns, to me that's accurate. Savage as fuck.
Because when I find that he killed the Joker, I'm like, oh, that's to be expected. You know what I'm saying? This is an evil Batman. But not only that, is that I knew, I'm like, there's going to be a time where Batman had contingency plans. And the fact that he put a contingency plan in for John Constantine way before all this happened, I'm like,
blew my mind. It just blew my mind.
Because I was wondering, like, John, you a bitch. Like, what you running for?
I agreed. I
was like, wait a minute, you love her like that? But and then he just walked away, but then it was like, oh, Batman did. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I ain't even mad no more. But like that is classic Batman. I have a plan through Z, and then once we get to Z, I got plan A1, B1.
Yeah.
He doesn't stop. Like I like that. Like and then even when he died, Zatanna knew, like, Batman's like, oh, no, Batman told me, like, we got to send you back. Like, if you die, like, I have to send you back. Like, you can't stay here.
Yeah. Like, it's, bro. And the only thing I was worried about, even though I knew Batman had a plan, but there's always this Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is, as much as I hate Lex Luthor, not because, like, he's bad, it's because he's so good. And he's
so good to
always,
be
man,
he's like Joffrey.
He's a fucking genius, dog. Like to the highest degree. Like he calculates everything. The fact that, but I felt like he was off of this game because he knew at a moment's notice, Darkseid of Batman is gonna kill your ass before the line. But he still played it to like. I was waiting for him to die. I'm not gonna lie. I was waiting for him to die. But I like what he did though. And like Batman.
It was different seeing Lex in that kind of state because like. As a Superman fan, right? Y'all have seen it. Like Lex will go toe-to-toe with Superman and not wince, not blink. He doesn't care because he knows that like Superman won't cross that line. But he was dealing with Batman. And then a Batman who was by Darkseid, just seeing him like tremble and kind of like go into bitch mode. Like,
of course, that's what I was going to say. Have y'all seen Bitch Stewie on Family Guy? That was Bitch Lex.
He doesn't do that for Superman. Like, he doesn't tremble or quake. Like, but Batman in that chair in that hologram, like, you know, I think Batman was doing like a power move. It's like he was moving up closer to him as he was talking to him. He was just like, me seeing Lex like that was very different because I've never seen, even when Superman has the best of him, react that way to Superman. So him knowing, like you said, like Batman will come here and snap my neck in a moment's notice. He does not care.
Bro, I was watching with somebody and they was just like, he's backing away from hologram, and I'm like, yeah, like that's how afraid he is.
So I really wish I watched this with y'all because when Batman and Damian were fighting, I'm not making this up. I literally said, and Batman is whooping that dude like he his daddy, and I just laughed to myself. I was like, that was pretty funny. Like he mess out that boy.
Bro, he destroyed him so bad. Like it was like, yo, I let you win. He told him like, yo, I let your ass win. Now I'm finna beat the shit out of you like I should have done. And like when he was talking to him, like, I didn't even want you. Like your mama tricked me and had me. Like
that was
like,
he got personal.
Yeah.
And I'm not as big as a Batman fan as y'all, and like I don't think I'd care for Damian, but I felt bad for him. I was like, he's still a kid. Like he said that to this kid, that's still your son.
Like, Dad, I came here to save you, bro. Like you gotta go off on me like that. Like, what you doing?
So what did y'all think about the moment that Batman came back to his senses, right?
I got one thing real quick before we start. Angela, did you get to catch the movie?
I did not. I had too much stuff going on.
He didn't quiet the whole time. I was like, fuck.
Even though with all these spoilers, like Angelo,
I'm gonna still watch it. I just had a lot of shit go on this weekend. My girlfriend's brother got out of juvie. It's Mother's Day, so I have a lot of stuff to go on right now. But I'm gonna catch it tonight. I just haven't had time. I've been nonstop going like the last 20-something days, bro. Every weekend, all week. Y'all know how it is. It's just hard to catch anything. I don't even watch anime, bro. Not because I can't.
Well, not just that. Don't worry about anime part. That basically they're all postponed. But we're gonna wrap this up soon so we can actually move on to something where we can all talk. You were saying, Lavelle?
Oh, Batman coming to his senses, right? When he had the kryptonite blade at Damian and saw himself as a kid. What did y'all like? How as Batman fans, like, what did y'all think about that? Was that an appropriate way to bring him out of like Darkseid?
It was great, but me personally, I don't ever remember Joe Chill ever holding the gun up to Batman.
I didn't either.
But I get why they did it, but I just never seen Joe Chill actually hold a gun up to Batman because if he would have, probably would have just killed.
Right.
I think I've seen it. Like, which one was it? I don't remember which one it was where someone was going to kill him, but then basically something distracted Joe Chill or the villain, and he left.
He left. Okay.
Which adaptation it was, but he was going to shoot him too, but something distracted him. I think it was actually in Gotham. I think it was Gotham. He was going to shoot him, but apparently it was Selena Kyle up in the thing when she landed that distracted him.
Yeah, on the side of the.
And he left. Yeah, that's what I think it was. I could be wrong.
In Gotham? Yeah. In the TV show Gotham?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right. I do think he was actually going to shoot him, but Selena Kyle was right there. I think that's.
And he heard something, he took off. So it's cool. I mean, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy that bro. Only thing I'm probably disappointed, and it's not even a big deal at all. It just I probably would have wanted to see Red Hood, even if he would have died. Like this is one of my favorite DC characters because we get to see Batwoman die. We get to see Batgirl die. They all died.
We saw Batwing die. We saw everybody die.
I mean, listen. King Shark had lines. How's Red Hood?
King Shark is a shark.
King Shark had lines. How is Red Hood not in this movie?
Listen, King Shark is a shark. Might be my favorite line since I have spoken. Like I'm so serious, bro.
I think that was some nice comedic relief because if at one point it was annoying, but then he kept saying, "I was like, okay, this is pretty funny."
Yeah,
like it's an honor to fight beside you, and old dude's like, "What?" Like that was some nice comedic relief. I think to add to like the seriousness of that movie because it was pretty much like super serious throughout. Like, because I wasn't expecting like the blood part. Like when they did Superman told the story of like what happened. and you see like Wonder Woman get an arm ripped off, and like Shazam loses a leg, and I'm just like, what is happening? Right?
You see Aquaman get split in half.
Yeah. Didn't see any of that. Like, didn't Darkseid, setting Martian Manhunter on fire. Like, I wasn't just like expecting it to be like that cold blood. And then Jon Stewart, when he called down the magma,
he said,
"Ooh."
So wait a minute.
I gotta prove a point.
We were reciting the lanterns because I was saying it with him. And then it was just ashes. I was so heartbroken because he didn't get to finish saying his chant. I was just like, I didn't see that coming. I did not see.
Darkseid is not breaking. He wasn't breaking. Like, he fight with his hand behind his back. He was not taking time to do anything. Like, he fights cooler than any other villain. The guy just hovers like this. And it's like, that's so disrespectful, bro.
Doesn't it upset y'all, like, the fact that they can do all of this in an hour and a half animated movie? Like, do y'all think that would translate well into live, into like real live? You don't think so?
Not this one movie. You need build up. This movie has had build up technically. It's just small.
No, I'm not talking about like building a universe. Like, if they took this movie and add maybe another 30 to 40 minutes to it to fill in some gaps. You don't think this works in a live action film?
No, you know why? Because it's gonna be judged different. In a live action film, it's gonna be looking like, oh, this character wasn't developed, things were just happening just to happen. Like with this, you could just do that in animated features.
This has been built though, because this started back with what? Justice League War? Like, this is like what, the 6 or 7
years. 10 years.
Like,
10 years.
This has been going on a long time. So like, if DC took these movies and just did this in live action, y'all don't think this works?
No,
I think Justice League War works.
Definitely, that works. Like, if you do it like that, that works.
Because this goes back. What's
one movie? No,
the first one where like Superman and Green Lantern and Batman.
Yes, Justice League War.
I feel like if you take that and that's our, forget Man of Steel, forget Wonder Woman, you take that and that's our introduction to. I think this works. I think this competes toe to toe with the 10 years that Marvel gave.
Yes, but you don't have an hour, 20-minute movie. If that, you do that same movie, but that movie has to be 3 hours because you still gonna have to like give us some information and backstory on this character.
You have to give some information. So we'll wrap this up and talk about the ending, right? Flash takes off running in the movie. I thought we was gonna at least get a glimpse of him.
No. It ended perfectly. I don't want.
I'm okay with it, but like, what do you think happens? Like, what?
You don't give me nothing.
Yeah, they don't.
No, I'm good with that. That cleans the slate for them to make a new movie. It's perfect ending for the movie too.
So tell me this: how maybe because I'm biased. I think for me, when the movie ended, run across the ocean. To me, Flash, they reset, right? Flashpoint happens again. To me, I think this is kind of a nice segue into the Injustice storyline, right? Superman is kind of already on edge, right? Like he died once, came back, couldn't stop him, got liquid kryptonite ingested into him. I think this is a perfect segue to going into the Injustice timeline and Joker killing.
I wish I could say yes, but I think it's going to start over from 10 years ago.
I think it's going to start over completely. Yeah. I think we get new storylines for a lot of stuff, and they're going to do a whole nother thing.
I think they're going to shoot. I think they're going to shoot Rebirth.
I need Flash to come back like Captain America sitting on a bench, handing over the suit. and like Wally West coming over and asking me, you gonna tell me about it? No, I don't.
Bro,
I have to ask right quick. Favorite character in the movie?
Damn, that was good.
That's a tough one. As much as I want to say Superman, like he's not. Like, I think he was great because we got, like you said, the 3 different forms of it. But I think I'm going to say, boy, this hurts. Oh, that hurt to say. But that hurts to say. He was great. Like, he was essential Lex, and I also got to see a side of him I'd never seen before, and kind of like the fear and then like the selflessness, like trying to do the right thing and save mankind. Like, I feel like he was well-rounded in that movie.
I'm going to have to go with one of my favorite characters in general, and that would have to be John Constantine.
He was great.
Also, but I gotta get John Constantine get some points taken away from one specific reason. When what's the guy's name? The guy from Hell, what's his name? Fred?
Etrigan.
Etrigan. When Etrigan was fighting Wonder Woman and ended up getting killed, John immediately after that, because he had just saved John from being killed by Wonder Woman. Immediately after he dies, John takes the lasso of truth and breaks Wonder Woman free. He could have did that before and saved this guy's life.
It's a bitch move. I agree.
True.
It's sad because to me, it's either gonna be Damien or Etrigan of my favorite characters.
So I feel like I turned my head. I know this is kind of getting off. Where did he get the lasso? Did I miss that?
He got it from Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman
He
had it
got
on her
it from
waist.
her. I don't know.
He called it.
Where did you have it though? Because if you were sitting, and I don't remember seeing it.
She had it on her waist. I know. Like he called it to him.
I don't remember seeing it till that moment. Yeah, he did call it.
But I agree.
I don't remember
I agree.
that moment.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I agree.
Okay, that's fair. Fred, who you got?
So, want to switch over to anime?
Oh, you said your favorite character?
Oh, yeah, no, so I said like it was either Damien or Etrigan.
Okay, well, I'll
It was Etrigan for a good minute until Damien stepped in and they started competing. Especially because Etrigan started boosting up Damien.
I would say this about Etrigan. He seemed, I mean, for a good part of the movie, like the most powerful person outside of Darkseid until he met Wonder Woman.
Because he was just taking down the Doom.
I thought you said this would be difficult.
Right. The League of Assassins and then the Paradoom. Like he was also throughout the movie, and then he met Wonder Woman and just got mad. I ain't gonna say mad. He stood toe to toe with her for a little bit.
I still got one more thing I should ask. Favorite death scene?
Let's see. How he was born.
Death scene?
Favorite person that died? The best death scene? Or the one that impacted you the most? There was a lot of people who died.
What's the name came back, so that don't count.
I ain't gonna say a death scene. I don't know why. I think Shazam getting fucked up messed with me a little bit.
Man, that's my boy.
Like, cause I think I recently rewatched the Shazam movie again. So I think I know he didn't die, but like I feel like as a kid I feel like if this is a full live action movie, that's gotta mess with a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, what ends up happening to him though? Because he started getting covered by all the Doomsdays, and then he said Shazam. I'm pretty sure that's exactly him. But what happened?
Sure, that was like a Vegeta Fat Boo moment. Like that's what I thought it was to me.
Yeah, I agree.
A Vegeta Fat, like that to me, because as a kid, didn't he lose a leg still and lose an eye?
Yeah. Yep.
Like that's got to me, like psychologically, I feel like if this was like a 2.5 hour movie, you could touch on that a little bit. Him as a kid.
Oh yeah.
How that psychologically. So it's not a death, but I think at the same time, like they probably killed childhood for him because he wasn't the same when they reassembled and fought again. Like he seemed different.
He did. He definitely was. Just going off, like, go ahead.
I think the death that probably get me is it's not just one single one. It's the whole explosion with Lois, Harley, and Lex. I think that's probably the one that gets me because
let's give a moment for Harley Quinn still being Harley Quinn. You're great.
I'm at top of the world, Mr. J. Or is it
when she was smashing people with the hammer and singing the songs, like I don't know what it is about Harley Quinn. I just like everyone has like this newfound love for Harley Quinn. She can do no wrong anymore. She can do no wrong.
Oh, she really can't. She really can't.
Okay, going off of me, it's honestly it's not so much a death. It's a scene. It passed by. It was a second. It flashed by, and technically that person came back alive as a cyborg, under Darkseid. To me, it was Starfire, because whenever it was showing the Titan's Tower right before Dick died, you saw Starfire literally ripped in half by her waist. Yeah. All her guts scattered between one and the other. So to me, that one was like, to me, that's when like shock really like, well, you know what? They're all dead. This is it. We're done. This is not a joke. Like we're done.
That's fair.
Yeah, they got their ass whooped. That was pretty bad.
It just the movie was first 5 to 10 minutes I was in it. Like when he could see their plans. In my mind, like they still overcome it, right? Because I think about the Avengers and Thanos. Like they still overcame it. They lost a lot, but they still overcame it. Like they did too, but like they lost way more. And the heroes, right? Like Batman is down. You know, Martian Manhunter, Cyborg becomes like the computer. You know, the Landing Corps gets wiped out. Like it was a hard hitting movie as far as like devastation, which I like because it is nice to see the guys brought down.
Cyborg became the big Getty star.
Yeah, that's a good one. We didn't before we switch to another topic. We never talked about Raven. Like she's the central thing in the movie.
She was. I like Raven's struggle with Trigon because it's been a consistent thing, and I think it was another match to like her and Robin's relationship and their struggle with their dads. Like I feel like there was like some undertones that they kind of set.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that.
Right, because like Batman comes to his senses, and the first thing he does is he hugs him. Right, like he brings him in, and you know Damon's all right, chill out, we good. Well, you know, and Trigon is released, and he goes to fight. He does it so Raven and them can escape. Like he told Superman, like unless you want to fight me for the honor of defeating you, you need to get out of here. And when he tried to escape, he grabbed him. So I think like that relationship between father and daughter and father and son, like I feel like they tried to throw some undertones into that movie. And I even think Raven, she kind of appreciated, like, you know, this dude's kind of a shit dad, but like he still like he
did one good thing.
Like in the like I think he wants her to be like him, right? Like Queen, whatever Ram, whatever he is, like and rule with him, right? Like we know that, but like Thanos, right? Like you can kind of see where he's coming from, like what we saw where Thanos was coming from. Like I think Raven's story will probably go underrated in that movie, and it was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trigon, I'm not gonna lie, I've been waiting for Trigon versus Darkseid forever. Never thought I would see it, and the fact that they gave it, like my issue being with Trigon is like the dude is fucking, he's tall as Godzilla, so like Darkseid can't fight him, but the fact that they made him
right
same height and just let them two duke it out and like really fucking duke it out.
What did Trigon call him? New God? What was it? Is that all you have?
Yeah,
New God?
Yeah, he said, he talking shit about the new guys, like bro.
Where did they go? Where did Cyborg sit in?
I'm hoping a black hole, or I'm hoping another dimension. I'm hoping Darkseid's dimension.
Yeah, something. You know how they be. Probably what they had the universe survivor tournament at. Probably something that exists.
I don't think he clarified where it was sitting. I mean, obviously, like this is not the last we see of either of those two. But I was curious, seeing these guys, right? Like these, you know, guys, where do you sit in these two?
Well, you do know Darkseid is actually like a fifth dimensional character or an 8-dimensional character. He just materializes a body in our dimension. I was hoping that Cyborg sent Trigon to that dimension where Trigon actually stands a chance to kill him.
I think they're gonna start fighting eventually and be like, hey, how the fuck we gonna get back? And when we get back, and you know what I'm saying, we take over, or you know what I'm saying, and then we'll see who get this shit. Because I think they're gonna be sitting there fighting. Darkseid gonna stick the pair of Doomsdays on him, and it's just gonna be a never-ending fight. Because I don't think this, as much as I think Trigon is fucking real deal, Darkseid a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, Darkseid has a. I'm gonna say that Mamba mentality. Like he has a different.
Man,
and I think it. If you think about it, like those two fighting for all eternity, kind of takes you back to like Greek guys and North guys, right? Like them just battling it out to the end of it, right? Like, no real winner, right? Like just continue to fight. I think it's interesting. Yeah. Like like they won't fight forever. Like some way, form, of fight. I mean, Flash is resetting, right? Flash is so like that resets where they are, what they're doing, whatever the case may be. So like I've seen the last of it.
True. But let me ask you this: if they sent them to a place outside of like time and space, does that reset them as well?
No.
If they're outside time and space, no. Flashpoint doesn't affect them.
No. No, Flashpoint, because it's different time. I feel like that's the different Earth there. So no.
Ooh,
It's
so
outside our realm.
So they come back, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? This is some new shit. Y'all don't know who the fuck I am. Oh, y'all don't know who the fuck I am.
Even if it's jump dimensions like I thought, same thing. Yeah.
Sneak attack.
Good point.
Okay. So, yeah, that was a good discussion on that one, because I don't know how we're going to do this, because okay, never mind. I think I'm just going to take it and chop it up. And, like, I'm going to upload these things probably separate. Like, this is probably going to be one video.
Or just,
like,
you can just hit stop record and we can start the next conversation. That way there's multiple video files.
I think that'd be easier for everybody.